swapped to a different service. Hello, is it working? Oh, god damn it! Why can't I have it rotate? All right, well, we're gonna have to do this like this then. How do I do this? Settings? No. That? No, it probably just rotates my camera. Okay, hold on, we're sideways. That's not intentional. Gonna... Hold on a second, I've got to stand up. Because unfortunately, society hasn't progressed far enough for me to be able to do this right and proper. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. How about you shut up? And if I do this, oh, bending my tripod. All right, and is that better? Yeah. Oh shit. You know what? I thought this would be going a lot better, but it's not. I'm already a failure. Look at that. Okay. Is that better? I mean, it's kind of better. I wish it wasn't this horizontal, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's much I can do in that end of things, which is unfortunate. And my tripod, for some reason, doesn't want to lock in place. So that's lovely. So Beast and Nurgle, ignore that. Wow, this is scuffed. How are we looking here? Whoops. Alright, how do I sound okay? Because I guess we'll just do it at this angle. It's a little scuffed, but we can make it work. There's no crotch cam this time. Yippee! One sec, I will be right back. Oh, yeah. I'm back. Sorry, I had to step away for half a second. Alrighty. So, we are painting our combi weapon lieutenant today. At least I'm going to get started on him because he has a lot of... Oh, well, he's not even in the camera. You gotta be mindful of the camera. He's got a lot of bits, details, and doodads. His camera's not focusing. I love YouTube streaming. I love streaming from YouTube mobile. Yippee. Alright, whatever. It's a little scuffed, but the idea is there. So first things first, I actually have to set up my wet palette. I have paint water here already, so that's good. I just gotta set up my wet palette real quick like. Alrighty. Wet palette is all set up. Just a piece of paper towel, a wet piece of wet paper towel on a paper plate, because we don't need no fanciness around here, alright? Fancy schmancy my butt. Alrighty. What is it? Macragge Blue. Unfortunately, I wish I could zoom this in a bit more. Oh, I can, sort of. Can't really choose what it focuses on, though. It's a bit of a shame. I don't want to adjust it too much because I don't want to send my phone flying out of the very shoddy tripod it's hooked up in. Because, you know. Can I get it to focus in any way? Kinda. Not really. Also, although on my end, I will say the quality is much lower, just because I don't know. I'm looking at 144p quality on my thing, so on my side, so just because. So what I always like to do, I always like to take a brush that's kind of like my shit brush or dry brush or whatever I use it for, and I'd like to mix my paints before putting them on the towelette. This stream is scuffed, and it's somehow more scuffed than the last one, which I thought was the peak of scuffed. But, I guess, sometimes you're wrong. And that's okay. But just let me know how it looks on anyone else's side. Should I zoom the camera out? Should I leave it zoomed in? What's going on here? What's the vibe? Take my little broad brush here. Look at it, it's so broad. Ooh, look at it. You can tell I've used it to paint blue stuff because it's got a nice blue hinge to it. Although there's this one spot I gotta rip out because it didn't clean itself, unfortunately. That part's got to go. Alrighty. Much better. Alrighty. Take the wet palette and we're just gonna... This guy's got a lot of details, so I think we're just gonna start the blue on the legs for now, just to get those out of the way. And I gotta remember to keep the dude in the camera so people can actually see me doing it. Because unfortunately I couldn't horizontally stream. Maybe I could if I did it with the camera other way around, but I don't know, that'd be something I'd have to test out. Alright, so we're just gonna start painting the feet here. I don't know what color I'm going to paint the Tyranids that he has on and underneath him. Maybe red to contrast the blue. Or maybe we'll just go default purple, I don't know. I don't know these things. All I know is that they have to be done. And unfortunately, couldn't find a way to just use my camera, stream from my computer, but use my phone as the camera. Unfortunately. So we have to do it in this kind of scuffed manner. One day I'll get a camera I can detach and carry around properly. I have the weird thing where I have to look at the phone and my tablet to see what's in camera or not, and it can kind of throw me off sometimes. This guy's got a lot of crevices, so I'm not going to try to get into all of them with Macragge Blue. We're just going to, afterwards we're going to hit him with some ultramarine blue. Or maybe I'll make a wash out of the Macragge Blue with the lithium medium or lahia medium or whatever it's called. And then we'll go from there. The contrast paint is going to be very helpful on this guy, especially when we're painting the Tyranid armor on his arm. And I kind of want to go for, I think I am going to do red, but I want to do at the end of the armor, at the top of the carapace where it would be on the Tyranid. I want to do a black, at the very tip. I don't know if it's here on this arm here. I don't know how easy that is to see, but I want to do red, but wash black to get it to the top there. We'll see. We'll see if we get to that part today. He's got a lot of other bits I want to do first. The Tyranid bits are probably going to be what's done last, unfortunately, just because that is going to be a thing. So how do I sound? Am I echoey? If I'm echoey, it's because I'm in a bathroom. I'm gonna be honest with you. My painting setup's in the bathroom. So there you go. Oh, it sounds fine in my ears, but I, my ears are different. Alrighty. Gosh, I got to keep him in the camera. It sucks because for some reason, whenever you stream on from mobile, there's a huge delay. So I gotta try to keep on top of it. Unfortunately, my brain just isn't functioning at a high enough cognition to do so. Alrighty. The whole lot of brushing. I always hate painting legs. Legs are always like a pain in the ass to paint for me. I don't know why. Like, it's not like it's hard to do, right? It's arguably the easiest part to do. But I don't know, something about it, it's my least favorite part of the model is the legs. I don't know, maybe it's because, like, the back of the knee stuff is annoying. It's a lot of, like, crevices because it's like a foot, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. Alright. I will say, some of the people in the Discord might know, but the stream was originally going to be a little later than intended because I had to call I had an ingrown toenail removed a while ago, and I paid them $200 plus insurance, and then they've recently tried to get $44 more out of me. I tried to call them and be like, "Hey, dude, what the flip?" But 20 minutes on hold, they didn't pick up, and I said, "You know what? I'm just gonna go stream. I'll deal with it later, or I'll never pay them. Probably the latter." Put on a little too much paint on the leg there, but oh well, it'll live. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for this goo. There's like goo on the knife here. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. We'll figure that out later, I guess. Maybe I'll do. I've seen some people do red. I've seen some people do like a green. I've seen some people do purple. So I've got options. Maybe I'll do a yellow. Who knows? Maybe Tyranids have yellow blood in my world. Also, I don't know if it's easy to see, but this guy. So when I was building this guy, I could put marks on the tail to help keep him camera up, maybe, but I don't know. You can see some masking tape there. It might be hidden behind his knife. Get it like nice and close. Did I just break his head? No, we're good. I'm tripping. His chest didn't align with his torso properly, so I had to carve away a bit and then add some masking tape to not have a giant hole there. Which was unfortunate, but I think it might have been my bad since I didn't clip away the push pins for this guy on his torso for some reason, which I usually do for most push pin models. But it happens. It is what it is. See, on my end, it's zoomed in, but it's not really zoomed in on my like tablet, which I have to watch chat and stuff and to watch like my perspective. So maybe I zoom out, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe we just adjust the angle here. Without trying to like. Oh, I've just made it worse. I've just made it worse. I made it substantially worse. That's what happens when I touch things. Do that. There we are. Do it better. Unfortunately, I can't for some reason get the phone, like the tripod bit, to lock in. That's so good. We good? So it's still a little scuffed, but slightly less, I reckon. That's a bit better, yeah. Alrighty. get working on the upper chest now area. He's got doesn't have the most amount of chest area room that's kind of open because he has all these grenades on him. He's got 2 crack grenades, 2 frag grenades, a bunch of knives. God knows what else he's got on him. Get under the arm here. Oh, hold on, I forgot some. 1 sec, I will be right back. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to fix something up real quick. Oh, I've returned with a vengeance. Alrighty. Get under here. Although, I don't really need to be getting under the shoulder pad, like at the bottom, because we're going to be painting that a different color. So we're going to be painting that green, maybe. Part of me was thinking green. Like for, I think it's third company that have the green shoulder pads. I could be wrong. I know second company has the gold. And I want to say first company is red, and I'm pretty sure third company is green. I could be wrong, though. For the Ultramarines, that is. How did my foot doctor go? Had me on hold for like 20 minutes, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'll just go stream. I'll either won't pay them, or I'll deal with it after. I mean, either way, I'm not paying them $40. I already gave them $200 plus insurance, so they can shuck a big fat one, as far as I'm concerned. I think I'll paint the crack grenades yellow, I reckon. And then maybe the frag grenades a green, like a darker green. Or maybe I'll paint them red. Red's a good color. Rinse my brush off real quick. Even if I'm painting with the same color, I like to rinse my brush off every now and then, just so I don't get a bunch of paint caking up in the brush. I'm actually gonna do something really quickly to check if the quality is okay on my end. Oh yeah, it looks fine on my end with the 180p, so I'm gonna put it down to 144. Just checking if it was okay on my end. Make sure it's in the camera. Alright, perfect. I've got to get some better brushes. Finished on my car skins for Photon Box pre-orders. You gonna grab any of the holiday boxes? I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see. If I grab any of the holiday boxes, though, it's either going to be the dwarves or the guard. Maybe world eaters, but at the same time, probably more than likely the dwarves or the guard. If I pick up either of them or any of them. I was thinking about the Space Marine ones, but that's a lot of jump packs, and it's like, do I really want to overcommit on jump packs like that? You know. here. A lot of cracks, a lot of crevices. Alright. Get the arms. Gotta get the underarm of the Tyranid hand. There's some belts there, but there's also crevices for blue. And obviously the inside of the shoulder. That might be a bit better to keep it in focus there. Ah, perfect. And we'll have to also see how the prices for the holiday boxes are. I doubt they're going to be like, they'll probably around be like 350, 300 each, maybe. That'd be my guess. Which is still at a discount, especially for the World Eaters one or the Voton one, where you get the Land Fortress, the vehicle, and two of the major characters, and obviously all the Ironheart champion or Ironheart warriors. Alrighty. Photon looks best, IMO. Sad no Thunderkin in the box. Yeah. But honestly, like, it's a very good startup to your army because you get your elite units with the Ironheart Warriors and you get both vehicles, which is insane, right? You essentially get like all the big models for the army in one box because the army still doesn't have much to its name, unfortunately. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit the model with some ultramarine blue. We love ultramarine blue. Oh, hello, Mr. Cat. What are you doing down there? Hello, mister. The Hecaton Land Fortress is an insane model. A little bit more of that good random Death Guard green in the camera. Alrighty. No, it's not the same as it was. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm not keeping him in the camera. You know, I saw some Twitter discourse, because there always is, about Mappa. Now, obviously, Mappa the studio is bad, right? Bad practices, overworking their animators. But obviously, their animators are incredibly talented. They're incredibly skilled animators. There's this one little bastard on Twitter who got a semi-viral tweet going saying there was the map was really bad at animating iconic scenes, and it showed scenes from Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, this, that, the other. Vinland Saga Season 2 specifically. And goddamn, we should find that guy and beat him with hammers. That guy's annoying. Especially because shortly after, one of the animators for Jujutsu Kaisen made a tweet and was like essentially apologizing for like failing. It's like, no, my sweet prince, you did not fail. We have to just kill that one guy. Missed a bit under the belt here. Belt on the arm as well. I reckon he's relatively blue enough. There's some details I missed right there. Gosh, gotta keep him in the camera. I gotta pay attention to where he is more. Because I want to keep him in the cam so people can see what the hell I'm fifth in doing. Here. Essentially, like I kind of take a semi-dry brush and get like some paint residuals on it. I don't get a glob, and then this is where I just like smack the details where needed. I forgot to paint his hand on his Tyranid arm. Alrighty. Alright, so that's pretty much blue enough. Any details I missed I can hit later for the body. Now we're going to work on some of the details. Like we're going to paint this gun strap. Or maybe should we just paint the gun now? Yeah, let's paint the gun now. And what I'm going to use to paint the gun is something, that's for sure. I don't know what, though. Could just do a black, but at the same time I don't really want to. Could do purple. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a yellow. I've decided. We're gonna do this one. Oh, that's not camera. There it is. Little Everland sunset. Bam. It's kind of a mustardy color. That's what we'll paint the gun with. Just why, you ask? Why not, I say. Oh, damn. Watered it down a little bit too much. Whoopsie. bit better. See, on my camera or the phone that I'm using, the model is in the center of the cam, but on the tablet it's at the top. Why is it like this? If you hear that banging, it's my turtle being a dumbass. He's trying to climb up onto his rock the wrong way. Smooth out this yellow a little bit, shall we? Alrighty. Here we are. Yellow bolter combi weapon. Why, you ask? Why not? Okay, now where's my Abaddon Black? There it is. Gonna paint up the. Oh, here's the what I mean by yellow. Actually, before I do the Abaddon Black, actually, let me hit it with some of that delicious, delicious Imperial Fist yellow. Just a little bit, though, just to make sure it's got all the juice to it. Just to bring out some of the brightness of the yellow that I want. Because Imperial Fist is a lot brighter than the Avalanche Sunset. Not too much though, just because we still want to darken it up a little bit. I'm going to take my dry brush and get some of this contrast paint off of it. Just to thin it up a little bit. Spread it around a little more evenly as well. Cover up any of the overly yellow spots in a second. We'll cover up all the stuff in a moment here. Yeah. And here it is looks now. It looks a bit brighter, no? Alright, now we take some of this Abaddon Black. Get it to our wet palette. Don't need too much for this model, I reckon. But just enough to get the gun and stuff finished up. Like the trigger, the hand, this, that, the other. Might do it for the hilt of a knife here as well. Sorry, it wasn't in the camera. I think my camera slid down a little bit. Is that a bit better? Yeah, it's a bit better. I reckon that's a bit better. Alrighty. One thing that sucks about streaming from my phone is that if I have to sneeze or cough, I just kind of have to let it rip because I can't mute myself in time. Because I'd have to reach for my phone, find the mute button. This, that, the other. Hit that as well. We'll also hit the jump pack black here as well as we're here. Or not jump pack, sorry, power pack. Jump pack would be the incorrect thing to call it. Alrighty. Well, apparently also Twitter's downloads are like at the lowest they've ever been. Or I don't know if it's new downloads or like it's users, I think. It was either new users or concurrent users is currently the lowest it's ever been, which makes sense because, you know, when you ruin a platform, people don't want to use it. Oh, I just painted my hat. Whoops. Went to scratch my nose. Alright, we'll paint the flamer bit later. Because I don't want to do that at this very second. Oops, not on camera. Sorry. Not paying attention. Oops. Oh god, what'd I do? Oh golly. Oh, alright, we're back. Paint the edge of the knives here. Ever used Army Paint or Speed Paints? I have not. I want to use other other paints, but the only paints I've used so far are Citadel paints, which are mostly fine, unless you're trying to paint something white, and then it's less fine. How's that look? Sorry, I had to take it off camera for a second because I could not see. That's good. But yeah, one thing I need to get is I want to get some Vallejo white or some white cut paint from Vallejo because I heard their paint's pretty good, and anything is better than White Scar or Corax White. Okay, now clean that brush off. And we're going to take out a thicker brush here get some more black. Where is it? One thing I have a complaint about Abaddon Black is it seems to dry up very quickly on my wet palette. And it's a little annoying, to say the least. Throat's getting a little dry. It's a little dry in this room. Do y'all remember that one movie with Jeanette McCurdy and who played Spencer from Mike Carly? Can't remember his name. But the movie was essentially the actor who played Spencer was like a really good player. This one like online VR game, and he was unbeatable. But then he found one player who like beat him. And he tried to find this person. It turns out it was this Jeanette McCurdy character. And then eventually, like, she, like, bangs her mom in retaliation or something. Which is really funny to me. I don't know why I just thought of that. It was like an old-ass movie. Well, it's not old, but, you know, it's one of those older Nickelodeon movies. You know how they are. You know how they are. Oops, off the camera. Sorry. Forgive me. Alright, now I use some Black Templar to finish up the power pack. And we're good to go. You know, I know some people don't color their power packs any different than they color their power packs the same armor as the Marine. So like they'll paint it blue power packs for Ultramarines, yellow for Imperial Fist, but I don't like it. I don't know why. That just doesn't that don't sit right with a fella like me. Also, I just flicked black paint everywhere. Whoops. Well, not everywhere, but everywhere towards me. Alrighty. Very nice. I'll do it. I noticed a bit of spot with some blue that I need to hit on the arm here, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Oh, that's a piece of my hair on the brush. Get off the damn brush, my piece of hair. Thank you. There's a little bit of an exposed shoulder pad here that I got to hit. Alright, we're good. We got that. So a little bit more black out spot I missed on the back of the gun here. So let's fix that up real quick. Oops, I don't know if I'm jiggling the camera, but I feel like the camera's moving. Alrighty. Now that's the black parts done for the armor and the gun and the knives. Now we paint. I believe we're gonna paint these. Oh no, this guy has 4 crack grenades and 1 frag bomb. What the frick, dude? Do you target all the crack grenades? Okay, okay, where is my Morning Fang brown? There it is. Paint the leather straps now. I'm feeling this is gonna suck, but it's got to be done. And if I don't do it, no one else will. It's alright, off cam. Rotate my camera a little bit out of that. Does that make it better? I think it's just my camera's tilting forward. And it keeps like moving down slowly. I think that's what's happening because it can't lock it into place on this tripod for some reason. Yeah, that is exactly what's happening actually. Unfortunately, I can't lock it in, so I'm gonna have to remember to readjust it every few minutes. Alright, get this leather strap finished up. Gotta be very careful and get the under part of it as well. Oops, accidentally watered it down a little too much. Wanted to water it down a little bit more to make it easier to spread, but I did it a little too much, so I gotta put in some of the actual paint in again. It's like that should do. Here we are. Any energy drink recommendations? I always recommend a White Monster. Can never go wrong with one of those, in my most humble opinion. In which my opinion is, in fact, not very humble at all. Alright, that strap's all painted up. No back strap I have to super worry about. I have the straps on the arm to do now for the Tyranid bits. A fresh little globule of paint. And hit it. Oh wait, are these? Those might not be leather bands, right? And that one might be. Unless it's linked underneath. I'll paint it like leather bands. Whatever. No one will notice. No one's gonna notice. Yeah, I think these are supposed to be leather bands. I see what's happening here. Bands are going underneath the armor. Or something. Or bloody something. Yeah, after I finish this boy up, my entire all I have left to do is my Stern Guard Veteran. Then the entire Leviathan box is done. Then I have to work on my. I have the next boys to paint up after this one. This guy, and then oh well, after I finish the Stern Guard, after Leviathan, and then this guy, and then I have a Redemptor Dreadnought and some Custodians I gotta do. Now that those bands are done, we might as well move on to the pouches here because he's got quite a few actually. Normally I do these in a darker brown, but I figured since I already have this brown out, might as well keep it lighter, especially because he's like a scout variant. There's like he's supposed like reportedly a scout, so lighter brown will work just fine, I reckon. Also got like some straps around his legs. Just noticed. That's gonna be annoying because I am in fact getting some brown on the blue here. That is okay because it's all a process or something. Actually, I'm gonna take a second to drink some water. Alrighty. That band's pretty much good done. Alright. Just the rest of these patches, then I'll fix any of the brown spots that I hit on my blue. Alrighty, yep. Finishing up these pouches real quick, and the scabbards that he has many of. Because you have so many knives, so many. We'll just paint these scabbards brown at the moment. We'll put the details on them later. Oops, sorry, not in frame. Yep. Gotta dry off my brush for here real quick. Because because the paint's getting a little watery on that brush, which is not the worst thing in the world for the stuff that I already painted and just brushed over with it. Now that I'm getting some new stuff on there, I need the brown to stick a little thicker. Stick a little thicker, Fry. Cold beer on a Friday night. Now I don't know where that didn't really link up at all, did it? He's also got this itty bitty pouch behind his leg. Why you got so many pouches, dude? This guy might as well be in the bondage. So many straps, so many pouches. What is brother doing? Like ever so slightly behind this like hanging tooth he has, which is a bit of a pain in the ass to get to. But it's okay. It's okay. God, I can't even say it's okay anymore without thinking that stupid ass clip from Dream where he like puts his head in the corner of his arm to try to be all cute. Like I hate this guy. Stop being cringe. That's as good as I'm gonna get that, because I'm not gonna. Well, I can kind of get behind here a little bit. No one's gonna see back there anyway. Whoa, posture fix real quick. No idea when I'm going to paint the skin tone on this guy. I hate painting flesh, but it's something that I got to do. Unfortunately. Maybe we'll do maybe a darker skin color. Might be. There's a spot of blue I missed. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's fix up these details where I got brown on the blue. Where it isn't supposed to be. I almost did my blue paintbrush on the brown paint. Holy moly, I'm losing my mind. Whoops. Fuck. Whatever. Whatever. I'll fix that later. Whoops. Sorry, not on camera. Just fixed it. Forgive me. Oh, I just realized I gotta paint the, he's got like a 6-pack of muscle fiber abs that I gotta paint. No, we'll just paint those black. No need to get all fancy with those. No need to be different. Sorry, not on camera. Camera angle down again. Blame gravity, not me. Or you can blame me, I guess. I won't stop you. I'm not your mom. Anyway, that looks good. A little bit more down there. Might as well get the stuff that's behind the knees and stuff. The fiber, muscle fiber. I don't know, synth muscle. I don't know what you'd call it. The little stretchy rubber bits. That's scientific name. Get that in the arm as well. The wrist here's got some. Alrighty, nice. Might as well paint this frag grenade he's got on black. Just for sake of ease, and that way I said I've done it already. Just gotta do a stretch real quick. Yeah, my bones. Get crack open up the brown again real quick. Missed a strap here. Any other bits I missed real quick? Oh yeah, right here. That works out. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. It needs to be painted brown. Nope, seems like we're all good here. Wet my blade once again. Wet my blade in blood for the blood god. Fix up these tiny details here. Make sure I'm getting the armor around the base of the head here, the neck. Don't want to miss too many details when it comes to blue or hollow purple. just a Kaiser reference. You said the thing. God, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. One of the hardest lines ever written in manga was, and they would all bear witness to the man who left it all behind, and his overwhelming intensity. She goes hard as hell. Or I alone am honored among heaven and earth. Ooh, this is my boy Gojo. My beautiful blue-eyed prince. And remember, no matter what happens, Gojo is the strongest. Obviously, I can't forget my goat. Hikari can't end on the lost Shinji. Ooh, the beast. Ouch. Ow. Oh my god, what the hell just happened to my hand? Ouch. Random just pain. Okay, let's get these crack grenades done. I've said I was going to do them, and now I'm going to do them. To what I'm going to do them, I don't know. I could just paint them gray. These are also options, but part of me wants to paint them red. Or yellow or something. Maybe we'll do yellow, actually. You know what? Fuck it. Yellow. Yellow's like a good color, I reckon. No, I changed my mind immediately. Yeah, we'll do red. We won't do Mephiston red. We'll do corn red. Or no, maybe we do Mephiston red for the grenades and corn red for the Tyranid. Yeah, we'll do that. Alrighty, just don't need to do nothing too fancy about it. Just hit it with a quick little swipe and call it a day. Maybe I should have done Mephiston red. Whatever, we'll fix it. You can fix it with a little some. Also, I just put way too much on my brush. Whoops. Yeah, I think we'll actually do the Mephiston red for the Tyranid, because the corn red is a bit closer to purple than red. So, we'll just fix this up right quick. No issue. Oh, sorry, it's not on cam. Alrighty. I don't know if this is a grenade pin or if this is something that's on the armor. Or like not a grenade pin, but like the release, you know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily want to paint that red, but at the same time, I think it might be, I might paint it, you know what we'll do? We'll paint it black. That way, it looks fine. I see a red pin and I want to paint it black. Alright, we'll just do... Oops, not on the camera. Sorry. There we are, that looks fine. Alrighty, now we're going to do the shoulder pad, like the arm that's not covered in Tyranid bits for the details and stuff, and we're also going to get the little bit of the Retributor gold out to get the insignia he's got on. Mix my Retributor gold up real quick. Get it back to its glory as gold, because this bucket's a little old. This bucket's a bit on the older side, it is. Just a little bit too much gold, but that's okay. It's okay. Okay. Use this paintbrush. There we are. Perfect. Anything else I need to hit gold? Oh yeah, there's like this gold around this like trophy he's got on his leg here, or on his hip. Let's hit that with that juicy gold real quick. Hit the end of the straps for his gun with gold as well. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, there it is back there. Perfect. For the most part. Obviously, any imperfections will be fixed afterwards. Oh, I've got to scratch my foot real quick. Okay, he's got some. He's got a dial and some buttons on his hand. Oh my God, hand, arm, forearm. Holy moly, how do I talk? We're just gonna hit those with some with a lighter green, like maybe some maybe like some wog flesh, and then some warp lightning to brighten up the color. I've never opened up wog flesh before. What an interesting consistency. Wag! Alright. Oops, whoops, knocking things over. That kind of works out. Rinse off the brush. Now for the, I'm not going to use wog flesh for his shoulder pad lining. I'm going to use Caliban green, because that's like a darker green. Because I don't really have a brighter green per se. And wog flesh obviously isn't the green I'm going for. But I'll gladly use it for this screen on top of some warp lightning. Nice. That works out pretty well, I reckon. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now we're going to do the the trim around his shoulder pad. Oops, sorry, not in camera. Let me get a little bit more of the Caliban green on the brush here. It's not going on as nicely as I need it to. I don't know if that's the right term, but in my head it felt right to say. Yeah, it's a bit better. On the screen? Sorry, not on the screen. I know I'm failing. Although, in all honesty, it's not like you're seeing that much anyway. Alrighty. Alright, more or less perfect. Got to get under the under the pauldron now. It's not as dark as or not as bright as I want, but unfortunately I don't have any of the, I don't have like a salamander green or nothing, so it'll have to do for now, pig. It'll have to do for now. I'm curious, hold on. That's a bit brighter. Hold on here. Whoops. Take some of that wog flesh and just kind of like almost edge highlight the pauldron. It really makes it pop a little more. There we are. It's a bit brighter. Brighter while not being too bright to be distracting. I like hurt my foot somehow. Alright. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to take some blue paint, fill in some of the details here on the pauldron that's kind of got a little bit of white spots here. Just where I think it needs a little extra blue. Oh, sorry, it's not on camera. Damn, camera's falling again. Alrighty. He has like a heavy bolter magazine on, and I don't see where the magazine attaches to. Unless it's like, is his gun belt fit or something? Doesn't seem like it. What are you attached to, friend? Alright, but whatever. Alrighty. Oh, hair's in the way. Alrighty. God, this guy's got so much shit on him. Gotta paint this guy's face mask, I just realized. Whoopsie. I'll just paint it blue. I was thinking of maybe paint it red, but meh. I know he's a lieutenant and I should paint it red, but also at the same time, eh. Actually, no, lieutenants you don't have to paint it red. I think it's sergeants, right? Maybe it's both? I don't know. I mean, I don't have to paint it red, but like lore-wise, you know, sergeants, I believe, are red, not lieutenants. Oops. Nice. Alrighty, now on to some more details. But now the details we are on are the kind of the magazine he has, and then the tooth that he has. Probably just hit the tooth with some wraithbone along with the skull next to it, just for sake of ease. So I'm not super worried about it, to be real. Alrighty, let's do, since I already have some black on my palette, let's just hit this magazine with some black real quick. Just to get it over and done with, you know? Maybe I should add more water to my Abaddon Black whenever I use it. Like get it more like watery, because that just spread way easier than normal. Yeah. Alright, what we'll do is there's like some Tyranid bits on the detail thing he's got, so let's hit that with this Mephiston red. Oh yeah, that looks good. Alright, perfect. Hello, Sonya, what's going on? What's crack-a-lackin', my friend? Just painted up this. We're almost done. This is like probably the fastest I've ever painted a mini with this amount of detail. But I do know that the Tyranid arm is going to be the death of me. And I can smell it already. Where's my Wraithbone? There it is. Interesting consistency from coming from my wraith bone. I'm gonna have to mix that up a little bit, maybe. Oh no, it's fine. Alrighty. A little bit of that wraith bone onto this tyrannid tooth, claw thing, whatever it may be. Same with this skull. So we'll hit all the skulls that he has on him with the wraith bone right now since we're already doing it. Might as well do it now so you don't have to do it again later. He's got like little itty bitty ones on his legs. Gonna have to paint a little bit more for these itty bitty ones. Kind of just overpainted that one a little bit, but we can fix it. I work right now on a be home and playing Darktide. Yeah, I feel that. Whenever I work, I'm just like, man, I could be doing anything else right now. Darktide included. Alright. So gotta start my Skitarii Vanguard with Plasma oh my god, Calavir soon. Holy moly. What is the English language? Yeah. Your Skitaris always look good though, so you seem to do with them in a relatively speedy amount of time. See, I couldn't see. Part of me wanted to start Mechanicus a long time ago, simply for Belisarius Call, and I would have painted them black and yellow for Belisarius Call. But then I tried painting tubes one time for like some, and I was like, man, this shit sucks. Too many damn tubes on these guys. Although I do like the big Castellan robots; those are cool, big stompy boys. Oh, god damn it. I didn't dry my freaking paintbrush off all the way. Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with that in a second. Use the residual wetness I have to hit this itty bitty skull with just a teeny tiny itty bitty bit of wraith bone. People say you're crazy for starting with AdMech, and they're right. No offense, they are right. But at the same time, you start with the hard stuff, Space Marines are no problem. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, maybe I have. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out in a bit, I guess. Oh gosh, I'm stuck in eternal limbo right now. Oh, Lord have mercy. Save me. Oh, grab a tissue. Sorry about that, I am back. Oh. Had to clear out my nose. The nose. Yeah. Oh, let me get this blue. Refresh while I'm right here. Perfect. Alright. Now I hit the bony bits with the Wraith Bone, the best paint ever. Or the skeleton. Ow. I get so meticulous when painting. My paint streams go for like 5 hours. Plus, I'm hella slow. I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm like the same. This one is going by exceptionally fast, but at the same time, I've painted so many Space Marines at this point. I could probably do it in my sleep. Um, or Space Marine adjacent as well, because I'm not letting custodians get off the clock for that one. Where's my skeleton horde? Found it. But just think about it. Once you get all the Skitarii done, all you have left is to paint big giant robots that are mostly one panel. So there you go. Blue. Where's my blue? There it is. Are you gonna get the Skitarii on stilts? Because that is the best model the AdMech have ever gotten. It's just a silly little guy. I guess he's not really little. He's tall as hell, but he's like itty bitty in terms of tall things. Or is he? Oh, I just noticed there's a mold line here. Oh, how did I not see this? Yeah, I did assemble this guy at like 2 a.m., so in all fairness to myself, I probably just didn't see it. Oh, there's a bit of red spot I missed there. True, can't wait to get the Castellans. I want the Stilt Qatari so bad. Yeah. If I were an AdMech player, I would have bought that thing I would buy that thing as soon as I could. Part of me still wants to buy it just because having it would be fun. Yeah. That'll deal. We'll just have to deal with that one. Ooh, he's coming so far. Look at him. Very handsome boy. I think now we're gonna go on to the. Actually, I don't know if you can see that trophy right there. Where is it? Right there. Kind of see it. Oh. Now we're going to move on to the blades. No, we're going to do the flamer part of our combi weapon here. So for that, we need a bit of Screaming Bell. How much do you think stilts are going to cost? I don't know how many are in each kit, but if it's a single guy, usually they're about $45. 40 to 40, well, $40. But if I think it's going to be in a kit of 3, so probably around 60, 55. If it's in a kit of 3. If it's just a solo guy, it'll probably be around 40. Do I have a lighter bronze somewhere? Am I crazy? No, I don't. Whoops. Oh, sorry, I'm not on the camera. Probably going to be alone since it's I had lone operative trait. Then yeah, probably on 40 schmackaroos. Maybe slightly less. because it's a Skitarii and not a Space Marine. It's very small. That'd be my guess. That's usually around the that's the lone survivor tax. Okay, so we have the now what I'm going to do is wet my brush a little bit, get most of the water out, then get back to that copper paint I'm using, and then to get into the holes of the flamer to get the paint even. Saw the models like I'm going to need more glue. Yeah. That's the one thing keeping the glue industry alive. Warhammer. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna let this copper bit on the flamer dry so that I can do the heat wash properly without anything like running. Then so now we're gonna do the blades, and we're just gonna do Silver Fang with some Grey Knight steel. Or Rune Fang steel with some Grey Knight steel. Sorry, not Silver Fang. I don't know where I got that from. First, we're just going to hit it with some that Juicy Grey Knights. Arguably one of the best paints in the Citadel roster in terms of mileage you can get out of it. We're just going to paint the blades. Oops, sorry, not Cam. Alrighty. We are going to put some blood splatter on these swords. All my paints are Artist Law from Michael's Law. Interesting. Are those craft? Are those mini paints or war paints or whatever they're called? Because if those are craft paints, goddamn, you're a madman. Paint the ring on the back of this knife silver. Did I get it? Nope, didn't get it. Sorry about that. I had to shut the door real quick. It's step above craft paints for beginner student artists. Damn. It must be hard as hell to use those on miniatures then. I mean, they seem to work just fine, so who am I to judge? Not that I was judging. Use what you got, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not on the camera. Whoopsie. times. One more time. And then put a little more on the edge here. It's a little lighter than I want. Alright. Oh, no. Come on. Spread on, will ya? Thank you. Had to thin it down a lot by the pigment so it's thicker. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that stuff can be a bit rough. That's why I recommend Vallejo, Citadel, obviously, which is the GW paints. The I think there's one just straight up just called Army Painter, which are pretty good. Alright, now where's my Runefang steel? Now I take my Runefang steel and I paint the actual sharp bit of the blade with this Runefang steel. What the what? How did... Interesting. A bubble of paint had formed. Alright. Oh, my nose, it itches. Just get the blade down here. Yeah, that's good. Nice. I use Army Painter for washes. Fair enough. Now I'm going to hit these blades with a little bit of that. Wait, I'm waiting for them to dry a little bit. We're going to do the heat wash now for our flamer. So to do that, just take a little bit of black. Just get the tip. Since this one's just a bunch shorter, we're going to do it a lot smaller. Paint in the upward direction. The whole front black. Just like that, I reckon. Alright. Should get into the holes here. And then we take some purple. Gonna have to bust out the purple. Where is my... There it is, my beautiful Nagaroth Knight. My beloved. Get that purple, spread it out. Just gonna take it and covering half of the black up. That purple. Just get a nice even spread as much as you can. Not on the camera. It's alright. Alright. Why isn't it spreading on that one spot? Come on. Come on. Get on there. Are you streaming straight from your phone? Yes, unfortunately. I don't have a camera to do it from my computer. And, yeah. So it's a bit of a scuffed setup we got going on here, but it's the best we got, frankly. Alright, now we're going to take some of that contrast paint, the Magos purple, and just hit where we hit it with the purple and a little bit past. Nice. Perfect, more or less. Alright. Now we're going to hit our now hopefully dry brushes, our dry knives with some beautiful, beautiful Nuln Oil. Because we love Nuln Oil in this household. Okay, this brush is going to hell. I missed the trash can. Yeah. Alright. I used Elgato Cam. It's free. After use your phone's camera and can hook it up to OBS. Unless downside or 720 30 FPS watermark. Save the brush for dry brushing. Nah, the dry brush would scrape. That brush would scrape paint more than it would do anything else. It was too dry. I already have a brush for dry brushing anyway. And I don't use OBS. I use Streamlabs. And Streamlabs Mobile, unfortunately, is not very good. Yeah, so that brush is going to hell where it belongs. Oh, then maybe I'll have to check that out. Okay, now we're gonna hit the the flamer bit of the combi weapon we just did with that little bit of that Nuln Oil as well. Just because we like to add a little bit of that grime. Little grime goes a long way. So that's how I set up my paint streams. Yeah. I mean, also another issue is I just don't have a lot of room at my desk where my computer is. So, like the one thing I'd like to be able to use is like my Streamlabs setup stuff. So that if it could do that, yeah, I'd probably have to look into that one. Oh, it's had a little bit of acid reflux there. Ugh. Youchies. Well, I'm not at my computer desk at the moment. I'm at the desk I have in my bathroom. So if there's an echo, that's why. Oops, not on the camera. Oopsie. Now I think we can move on to the. Let me actually do this goop, this like blood or whatever it is, real quick. Use the water. Oh, I have a water cup. It's just you know, it's an old. It's one of those old cups that have that are like have the ice in it, and you freeze the cup itself, and it has the ice in like a case around it. This it's so. I've thought of painting the dark tide classes. Maybe, but I don't know. It's not like I can just look up. I think like Zealot would be the hardest one to do. I'd have to like convert a sister's model. The Ogren model, easy enough, right? It's an Ogren. Come on, let's be real here. The Veteran, also easy. Just get a Cadian. Probably, you could probably find some more modern Cadians units out there. Probably is. Just paint it up. Then the Psyker one would probably be the hardest one to find. Because I don't know how old that mini is. So let's do. Now I take my sponge. I just use unsanctioned Psyker should be with Astra Militarum. I mean, yeah. Reckon that looks good, eh? Let me get a little more Mephiston red on my, or not Mephiston, some of that blood god. Where is it? Corn red. There it is. If I had a 3D printer and squad with full drip, fair enough. Whoops. We will do. Around the foot, on the foot. Oops, sorry, not again. I'm sponging on blood splatter to the boot of this here ultramarine because he's standing on a corpse. Alright, that looks good. Oh, nice. Okay, now we are on to the fleshy bitch. Actually, no, we're not. I lied. I gotta get the finish off the details on this blood to gloop down properly. There we are. 3D printers you got to crowdfund. How expensive they are? No, you can no. You can get a fairly cheap 3D printer. You can probably guarantee. Go to Amazon right now. You can find a 3D printer under $200. Now, albeit under $200 isn't exactly cheap, but it's not like the most expensive thing in the world. It's definitely doable. Painting up the hilts on these blades real quick, or the guard, or whatever you want to call them. Oops, far too much paint on that one, but. Cheapest I found was $150 because Master you just need to find space for it and ventilation for the resin fuse. Nah, just breathe in the resin. Just do that. Who doesn't love a good resin fume every now and then? It's good for you, probably. Builds character, maybe. We can paint this bit black right here. Okay, let's get to painting this Tyranid arm, shall we? I'm not seeing any other details I need to paint. Some like white spots I need to go over with some contrast paint, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's do the Tyranid arm. Now, I'm still thinking of doing red, but at the same time, I could do something. I wouldn't be opposed to doing something different. But, no, we'll just do the red. Why not? Frick it. Alrighty. Now we're going to paint up with the direction of the carapace. Simply for the sake of ease. Oh, sorry, not in frame. If you go up to... Now we swap to a smaller brush. Yeah, see, I'm too lazy for 3D print. I just don't have the time nor the care. I'd much rather just order it off of Etsy. It's a little. Is it cheaper? No, but at the same time, I can't. I don't really think of 3D printing stuff enough to warrant the 3D printer. Sam, I don't want to get it and have it sit collecting dust. Yeah, yeah, that's a valid thing. I have a red wash somewhere around here. Could it be in my mini box of paints? Or I can make one, I guess. I have the stuff to do it. Yeah. My mini box of paints. Is this it? Nope, that's Blood Angels Red. Although that wouldn't be the worst contrast to use on this. All red. Oh, Berserker Bloodshade. I found it. Perfect. Yeet. Set the paint box back down. If I'm lucky, the shade paint will do what I was intending to do for me, with very little requirement of myself to do anything. Oh, it kind of already is. Sort of. Well, while that shade paint is drying, I see some blue spots I need to get cleaned up here on the arm. So let's get that done. Let's tap up any of these blue spot detail places we missed as well while we're here. How's the PZ server you were on? I tried joining, but it was full. PZ server. I don't know nothing about no PZ server unless I'm completely misremembering something. Project Zomboid? I don't play Project Zomboid. I believe you have dreamt something up or mistaken me for another individual. Bit of blue under the arm here I need to get. Ah, whoops. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Um, Now, My bad. Have you heard it? Yeah, I've heard of Project Zomboid. I am. Oh my goodness, what is talking? I have an idea of what Project Zomboid is. Ouch! I have like hair in my leg that's itching me. Sorry, I just adjusting my pants on the camera. That's my bad. Yeah, let's get this Tyranid that's dead painted up. Yeah, I was gonna try to do it with black, but it seems that the shade kind of already did it for me. So I don't really want to try to ruin that because I'm not skilled enough to do that. So let's just. I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna paint the shell red, and then we're gonna paint maybe the tentacles a white or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If we get any red on the boot, it's fine because it's just more blood splatter. And then after this, we'll paint the face of this individual. I don't know what color we're gonna paint him. I was thinking of a darker skin shade. I can get that with by mixing Rhinox Brown and the Cadian Flesh. It usually seems to work out for me. Proxy Zomboid is an interesting game. I don't know if it'd be a game I'd play, at least alone. Because definitely is always occasionally I'll see those videos on Mike recommended of like, oh, I survived 100 days in Project Zomboid on the hardest map or whatever. And it's always like, wow, this is fascinating. Tap the ground around for that blood. Alrighty. And now we will paint. There's a little bit of like blue brain showing, so I'm gonna hit that with some blue. We're gonna just not ultramarine blue though, or maybe we hit that with purple. Actually, you know what? We'll hit that with purple and then maybe do a. I think I have a bright blue in here. Yeah. I have Thousand Suns blue. That could work actually. Where did I use this for? Oh no, I stole that from a friend. Get robbed, idiot. Absolute fool. It's kind of like a purpley blue. Perfect. Get some more water on my wet palette here with the old brush and spread around method. Perfect. All right, take the Thousand Suns blue. It's a very nice blue. Very bluey. Get in that kind of watery bit. Let's get a little bit more of the paint onto the drier part of the wet palette so that you can get that brighter color out. And we'll get in here as well with the blue, just because there's a little bit of brain on this side. And then here as well. Can touch up the red as needed afterwards. Sorry, not in the frame. Gosh darn it. Oh, cat wants out. Alright, Mr. Kitty Cat, you're good to get out. Go and get. Get. I didn't even know you were in here. Sneaky bastard. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Now, I actually don't know what this contrast paint looks like. It'll be my first time cracking it open. See if it has the vibe that I want. Oh my goodness, it did not want to open, that's for sure. It's a very, like, dark but also bright blue. So if I just take like a little bit, kind of hit the brain with it, is that gonna make it? No, that looks good actually. Perfect. Albeit as if it's like glowing a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. I'm getting off work now. Have a good stream. Thank you. Have a drive safe home and all that. Don't die on the way home from work. That'd suck. Finish that up. All right. Now to paint the tentacles, we're gonna paint those purple, just cause it'd be easy to. Where is my purple? There it is. All right. Part of me wants to paint them white or Wraithbone or something. Yeah, let's paint them Wraithbone. Because that feels like it would look good. Bye. Alright. Some of that Wraithbone. Don't need all that. Scrape some of that back into the old tub. Alrighty, let's do this. Alright, perfect. That actually looks really good. Now we're going to fix kind of the details we smudged up a little bit on the bottom of this fellow when we were painting them, painting the tentacles. Alright, perfect, more or less. And now we're going to hit the red bits of the Tyranid, Nero baby, whatever it's called. Some of that Berserker Bloodshade just to get the shading in nice and good. Turtle, stop being dumb. Climb up the rock the correct way and you won't be doing how dumb you are. Right. You hear the banging, that's my turtle being stupid. Perfect. Now to paint his head. First things first, before we put any paint on the model, make sure to close up any paints we don't need. We're going to, where's my Cadian flesh? There it is. We're going to mix some paints just to see if we can make it work. I want kind of a wet spot to do this. So we're just going to take some of this Cadian flesh tone, some of it there. We're going to take the where is it? Rhinox hide. It's like a darker brownish color. We're going to mix it with the Cadian flesh tone to see how it looks. It's not exactly what I was looking for. However, it does look pretty good. Let's take a little bit more. Yeah, perfect. So let's put the paint on the miniature. Oh, perfect. Gonna have to put a few layers on it to get an even coloring, but so far so good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Sorry if it's off the camera. I gotta get in my eyes closed for this one, unfortunately. A lot of like exact spots I gotta get into. The helmet here. Man, this guy's got a head that is cut up. What happened to brother? Probably got grabbed by a damn neurolictor. Or not a neurolictor, probably just a lictor. Maybe a neurolictor. All we know is that he's a beast, so. Alright. Get in the highlights. I've actually managed to get a little light around the eyes as well, which works for lighting reasons. God damn. That looks good. Not to pat myself on the back, but I did pretty good with that color shade of paint. Alright, now my favorite part is to take a little bit of white and just kind of place it on his eyeball. Doot. Oh my god. Certified Corex white moment. Take one of my mixing brushes. Mix it all up. Because Corex White is a great paint developed by Games Workshop. And dear God, they need to fix it. I have a buddy who works for the paint department at GW, and they said they're aware of the problem. They just have no timeline of whether or not it's going to be dealt with or not. So that's lovely. I take a little bit of the white, and I just doot. And I just very carefully doot it onto his eyeball. I'm gonna have to zoom in with my face here, so unfortunately can't have it on the old stream, but I get the idea. Fridge. Well, I fridged it, but it's fine. I can fix whatever I fridged up. Once again, I have to zoom in with my face here, so unfortunately it is going to be off the cam for a second. Damn, hold on, fuck. I'm fucking everything up. Nice. Now to fix the blue that we kind of fridged up when we were putting the white on the eyeballs. See, this is why I like Space Marines with helmets, just because I don't have to paint eyeballs. Although then again, I do put the red spots on the eyeballs of the Space Marine, but it's a lot easier. It feels like. Yeah. All right. Putting the finishing details on for the model itself. Then we will base it. Don't worry, we will be basing it. Especially a model this cool, we can't not base it. Look at that. Oof. All right, perfect for the most part. Could get a little bit of blue right there, actually. Hold on. All right, that'll do for now. No, it won't. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fix it up right now. There, perfect. All right. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw away our paints. We don't need them anymore. They're good, gone to the wind. And we're gonna take some Lahia medium. Let's take one of this brush will do. We're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'll do number 6 as well. Get a few strokes of this Lahia medium on there. And then we're going to take a, where is it? We'll use this one, yeah. Take some where is it? Morning Fang Brown, just a little bit here. Gonna gather it up, just an itty bitty bit, and we're gonna mix it together. Kind of a reddish color because of some of the red paint we have, but that works out in the end. And then we're just gonna hit the dirt around the Tyranid, the dirt around the Ultramarine and the Tyranid with this wash that we made. Now I shouldn't have thrown my paints away completely, but whatever, because I do actually have to paint some of this brown, like actually brown. But you know, it's fine because I have a paper towel right here. So I'm just gonna move these paintbrushes. They can go here for a second. And I'm going to make a itty bitty wet palette because I'm a fool and got a little too ahead of myself. But that's okay. Alrighty. Now, rinse my brush. Where's the Morning Fang Brown? Bada bing, bada boom. Then we're gonna paint the rocks that we just hit in the crevices with our Lahia medium. Just gonna paint it till it's a nice dark color, even, more or less even. It's the Lahia medium, dry it off. Just go. We're gonna hit this real quick. Just get it a nice even brown. And any mud on the boot of our Ultramarine is fine because it's mud. He's an Ultramarine. He'll be fine. And then we're just gonna wait for that to dry a little bit, because we're going to hit that with some Agrax Earthshade to really bring down the color even more. So as if he's fighting on mud. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take as we wait for that to dry, take one of these brushes that have been kind of sitting in the water for a bit here. Going to grab this tactical paint. This is called Sterling Mud. It's very good tactical paint. It's quite literally just mud on a bottle, except not literally mud. Take one of our shit brushes that we don't really use. Just gonna spread it around the base here. Doesn't have to be even, doesn't have to be clean. Ideally you want to actually like to mud up in some spots because it's mud and that's what it does. Now you may be saying, oh, but these aren't the same color. Well, the Agrax Earthshade is gonna help with that, and then we're also gonna dry brush the mud with some of that Morning Fang brown. And it'll look nice and clean. Nice and like brownie dirty. Reckon that's good enough. Get some on there. Spread that around a little bit. Get some more. There we are. Now we wait for both of those to dry. Rinse off this brush, wipe it off to the best of our ability. Let it go back in the paint tub. And then we're going to take this other brush and get it ready to dry brush. What was on you before? Why are you getting white on my hand? Were you snow? I think you was snow once upon a time. Alrighty. Now I'm going to take my Agrex Earthshade. Where is it? Nope, that's my mud. There it is. Nope, that's Skeleton Horde. Although, also usable. Where the frick? Am I blind? I'm probably blind. It's probably right in front of my face. Ouch. Popped my neck and it hurt. There it is, right in front of my face. Like I said it would be. Alrighty. Get a sizable amount of that. We're just going to hit the rocks underneath our ultramarine a little bit with them. If you get some of the mud, that's okay. Just brings the color of the mud down. Alright, now we just wait. Now, I'm going to call this mini finish. I am going to dry brush it later. But simply just because I don't want to wait for it to dry completely on camera, because that'll take forever. But here it is, ad finition. So I'm going to call the stream there. If you made this far in the stream, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother. But you better brush your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh, knocking things over.